In 2018, the St. Joseph Wildcats football team played the Haddonfield Bulldogs for the first time. It was billed as the game of the season, the two undefeated teams battling for football supremacy in South Jersey. Unfortunately, St. Joe's ended up on the short end of the stick. It was 22-15 in a tightly contested game. Going into 2019, they had the opportunity to get some payback. This year, though, the narrative was different. Haddonfield was riding a 21-game win streak into this game. It was being played at Haddonfield, and St. Joe's had a young team. All of those things pointed to the fact that nobody really gave St. Joe's a chance to win this game. St. Joseph in the white is kicking off, Haddonfield Bulldogs in the red receiving, and the start of the game. The St. Joe's defense came out firing on all cylinders, essentially cutting down any run plays and clogging up the middle. The Haddonfield Bulldogs went 4 and out and were forced to punt. The St. Joe's receiving. With the next series of plays, though, St. Joseph's also was 4 and out and was forced to punt. This one for no return. Defense back out on the field continues to be strong. Run tackle by Kevin Mayfield, Ahmad Ross, and Tyrell Russell. The second offensive series for Haddonfield ended up pretty much as the first, with a 6-play drive that ended in a punt. St. Joe's back on the field for offense. Jaden Shurtell takes the drop, fires it to Jada Byers. Jada Byers goes 91 yards for the touchdown. Scores 6-0. Trevin Delgezzo makes the extra point, and the score is now 7-0 St. Joe's. St. Joe's kicking off, picked up, and a strong tackle by Ahmad Ross, followed by the rest of the St. Joe's team. The defense continued to play strong, creating a wall that no Haddonfield player could get through. Run chased down by Kevin Mayfield and Ahmad Ross. Great tackle by Chase Lomax, getting him by the foot. And at the end of the first quarter, the score is 7-0. St. Joe's on top. Going into the second quarter, Haddonfield punting. After the punt, St. Joe's starting deep in their own zone. In one of the best plays offensively of 2019 for the team, Petal Russell picks up a quick pass and runs an 89-yard touchdown. St. Joe's now up 13-0. Extra point by Delgazo was good, and now scored 14-0 second quarter. Defense is now back on the field. Another great defensive series by the St. Joe's Wildcats, resulting in this strip with a fumble recovery by Keyshawn Griffin. Wildcats recover the ball. In one of the more unconventional plays of the night, Jason Prevard ends up with the ball and passes to an open Colt round. Delgazo adds another extra point, and now the score is 21-0 with 5 minutes left in the half. St. Joe's to kick off, and Kevin Mayfield makes it down after the ball bounces off a Haddonfield player and recovers the ball, resulting in a St. Joe's possession after the kickoff. After recovering the ball, St. Joe's had a couple of missed run plays, but on this next play, Shurtell passes to Tyrell Russell, who keeps his feet in bounds with an amazing reception. First down for the Wildcats. Despite a great catch, they were unable to gain any more yards, so on fourth down, Trevin Delgazo kicks a 24-yard field goal. With a minute 49 left in the half, the score is now 24-0. On the last offensive series of the half by the Haddonfield Bulldogs, St. Joe's gets burned on this blitz play, and the Haddonfield player runs it in for a touchdown. The 2-point conversion is good, and the score's now just a couple seconds left until halftime. And at the halftime, it is St. Joe's Wildcats 24, Haddonfield Bulldogs 8. Now into the second half, Haddonfield kicks off with Ahmad Ross with the return. Offense back on the field, and they're firing on all cylinders. Both their pass and their run plays begin to start taking effect. Otto with the reception and the run after the catch. On the next play, Jada Byers gets the call and does what he does best. Shake tacklers and run to the end zone for another Jada Byers touchdown. Extra point by Delgazo is good. Haddonfield with possession now after the kickoff. Their offense coming back on the field. St. Joe's defense continues to dominate during this next series of plays. St. Joe's dominating the line of scrimmage throughout this next series. And after 5 plays, Haddonfield is once again forced to punt. St. Joseph offense back on the field, starting another drive. St. Joe's offense probed Haddonfield defense for weaknesses. On this next play, the snap is fumbled, but recovered by Schertel, who takes it downfield with a great scramble. Capped off by a cheap shot by the Haddonfield player, but luckily ended up in a penalty. So more yards for us. Play drive is capped off by a pass from Schertel to Keyshawn Griffin, 11 yards for the touchdown. We're now 30-8. And extra point attempt by Delgado, tipped and missed by an inch. St. Joe's kickoff to Haddonfield, met by a wall of St. Joe's defenders. Pass deflected by Jason Prevard. Once again, Haddonfield's offense is unable to gain any traction against the St. Joe's defense. This last play is Haddonfield going for it on 4th down, and despite the reception and the gain after the catch, they are unable to complete the first down conversion. Ball reverts to St. Joe's in the next play. And that play completes the third quarter with the St. Joe's Wildcats up 37-8, 1 quarter remaining. St. Joe's starts with the ball at the beginning of the fourth quarter. Pass to Jada Byers is complete. He runs out of bounds. James Schertel pass to Tyrell Russell is complete. Cole Mercado rushing up the middle, breaking free of some tacklers. And Ahmad Ross powering it up through the middle for a nice gain. St. Joe's, Jada Byers on the carry, runs it in for 12 yards for the touchdown. 3rd touchdown of the day. St. Joe's kicking off to Haddonfield for the final offensive series by the Haddonfield Bulldogs. Time continues to run. The St. Joe's line continues to block up the middle as time runs out. On fourth down, Haddonfield tries one last-ditch attempt to get a score on the board. Downfield pass that's blocked by Cole Mercado, and that seals the game for St. Joe's. St. Joe's wins 43-8. St. Joe's avenges last year's loss with a decisive 43-8 victory over the Haddonfield Bulldogs. This victory by St. Joe's snaps a 21-game win streak by Haddonfield. St. Joe's played a dominant game on both sides of the ball. Once again, the final score, 43-8, St. Joe's victorious over the Haddonfield Bulldogs. Other standout players included Kevin Mayfield, Ahmad Ross, and Trevin Delgazzo with the emergence of St. Joe's kicking game. Please make sure you subscribe, like, and share this channel to allow us to bring you more great highlights.